Hello everyone. This video is a continuation of my trip to Paris for Art Week. So in the first video, we visited Art Basel Paris. I will leave that video linked above and below if you want to check that out. And now we are headed to the Salon by Nada and the Community. If you're not familiar, NADA is the New Art Dealers Alliance, and it's a nonprofit collection of professionals working with contemporary art. So they have fairs in Miami and New York every year, and this year is the first time they're having a Paris fair. So I'm very excited. I have no idea what to expect. The building is definitely off the beaten path, so very unclear what we're getting into. And for this fair, NADA is also pairing up with the Community, which is an art institution founded in Paris in 2016. So I'll leave more information linked about both NADA and the Community below if you want to check that out. So NADA mostly focuses on younger galleries with more emerging artists, and I love going to their fairs because I not only discover a ton of new emerging artists, but I'm informed about newer galleries, especially in my own backyard of New York, which I know sounds crazy, but there are so many art galleries out there, especially in New York City. It's pretty easy for new ones to open up and they can fly under the radar, even for me, who's very plugged in. So yeah, it's a great reminder of all the galleries and artists that are out there. And like all of my art fair video, I will leave the information for every artist and gallery mentioned both on the screen as well as in the description box below if you want to explore and learn a little bit more. And I'll also be adding just a little bit of commentary here and there to kind of add some more context to some of the works. I really liked these paintings from this French gallery. They gave me Michael Armitage vibes. Very nice color palette. this gallery from Hong Kong had a full-blown tattoo station in the middle of it where you could actually get tattooed by a tattoo artist. I did not see anyone doing that at the time, but it was an option. I will say that despite the kind of understated outside, the inside of this building is absolutely spectacular. However, the layout, which, kind of added to the charm of the fair, I don't even know if I saw everything. I felt like I got lost so many times wandering through the fair. There were so many different levels and corners and nooks and crannies. It was kind of like getting lost in an IKEA, but an enjoyable getting lost. I really enjoyed Marionaro's booth there, a gallery that I've followed and appreciated from New York for a long time. I specifically, well, I loved these works as well, but I really loved the works by Alesandro. He's an Italian artist, and I became familiar with his works actually at Nada in New York a couple of years ago, and he created some of them using these airplane blankets. And it was during COVID when I was traveling a lot, and it was just a really beautiful way to kind of incorporate texture into his works. But these works are also very stunning as well. I just love how they're simple, but they also have this textural element to them. They're just great. I thought these were super weird and therefore interesting. So, Janina is a makeup artist, and these are photographs of the work that she's done. And I just thought they're super weird and very clever. This is another favorite booth of mine. This is a Parisian gallery, actually, that sadly I did not have a chance to visit on this trip, but I discovered a lot of new Parisian galleries through this fair. So next time I'm in Paris, I will have a really great roster. But I just thought every artist they brought to this booth was absolutely fantastic. This is a Canadian gallery, and they always have a nice, strong program. This is an artist that I discovered again in Nada, New York, a few years ago, and she's, I would say, kind of similar to Izzy Wood, but I always really appreciate her paintings and how she incorporates various materials into them, again, to kind of give a textural element. Carbon 12 is a gallery I've been familiar with for a while. They're based in Dubai, so I've never had the pleasure of visiting them because I've never been to Dubai. But I thought their booth was really beautiful. I love the work of two artists specifically, but especially this one, Noor, I hope is how you pronounce her name. She is a French artist, and I was really, really New York based though, but really impressed with her work. This is another French gallery based in Lumar. Really incredible booth. Again, such strong paintings. I absolutely adore this work in particular, but I thought they brought a nice assortment and a nice variety as well, pretty much from most of the artists that they represent. It was nice to see some works again by Alexandra Bar. She had an amazing solo booth at the Armory show, which if you haven't seen that video, I will leave that linked above and below. What a day. It is a lot to visit, not one, but two art fairs. So I'm pretty hungry and ready to get some sleep. We're just going to have a casual dinner at Café Charlot, one of my favorite places in Lumar. We usually go here for lunch, but they have a really great dinner and a charming bar as well. And that's all for this video, but don't worry, there is still lots more to see from this Paris trip. So stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed if you're not, so that you don't miss anything. There's lots of gallery and museum shows to look forward to, and I will see you all in my next video.